Hey guys, it's Christy. Welcome to card number 11 in my Christmas cards series. Today I'm going to be using a stamp set from W+9. This is the Iconic Christmas set. This is one of my most favorite Christmas stamp sets. And I'm going to be using papers from the Kringle & Company American Crafts 6x6 pad. So let's get started. I've gone ahead and die cut out the Santa image from that set. And I'm going to be stamping that in some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. One little tip that I have for stamping die cuts is putting the die cut on a contrasting colored paper so that it makes it easier. It stands out a lot better. And I'm also going to be using this thick piece of foam that will help me get a good impression. I'm going to make sure I get really full coverage. Okay. And then I'm just going to line that up as best as I can. And I apologize if I go off camera. I just have to really get over it. And then I'm going to press down. And while I'm holding that image down, I'm just going to walk my fingers over it and kind of pulse a little bit on the different areas of the stamp to make sure I'm getting a really good impression and transferring all of that ink onto the die cut. Okay. And then we'll just, since it's stuck down, we'll go ahead and smooth that out just a little bit more. And then we'll peel that off. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to take the different pieces of our card here. And this part here is going to be the focal image. If you see that, it says Kris Kringle, Santa Claus, contact information, Kris Kringle, CO, Mail Department, Christmas Village, North Pole. And I thought that was really cute and fitting for this image. So he's going to go right up there. And before we go ahead and stamp our sentiment though, I'm going to assemble the rest of the cards so I can see how much space I have to work with. So I've got a piece of oatmeal cardstock from W+9, and I really love the natural inflections that you get in that cardstock. We're going to take some of those papers from the Kringle & Company pad and put some adhesive on the back with my ATG. And then we're going to just line that up on the cardstock, leaving a small white border. Okay. And we're going to take this sweater print and do the same thing. Okay, and this piece is going to go right over top. So we're just going to go ahead and measure that out to 4 1/4 inches and trim that down. And that should fit perfectly. So we'll line him up, and we've got the sentiment that says, "So be good for goodness sake," and there's plenty of room for that. So I'm just taking some more of that VersaFine Onyx Black ink and inking up that sentiment. And then we'll line that back up. Press that into place. Okay. And then we're going to take our Santa and pop him up with a few dimensionals. We'll go ahead and pop him up over top. Before we adhere that panel, I'm going to take some May Arts button twine. I keep it on this spool to make it really easy to get off. So we're just going to take some of that and wrap that around the card a couple of times. Okay, and then we're going to add our focal panel with some dimensionals. We'll add that right there. Now I've got some wood veneer snowflakes from Studio Calico. And I think I might use some of those, so I'm just going to pull a few out, place them here and there, and see if I like them. Okay, I think that looks good. So I'm going to take some glossy accents. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and start adhering those down. And because I think that the card needs a little more white, I am going to take my Uniball Signo white gel pen and very carefully, because that glue is not set, just color in the tops of the two stars. Okay, that just adds a little pop of white back into the card so that the die cut and the white edge of the oatmeal cardstock, which is really an off-white, but it's very, very light off-white. So that just adds that color back in there. And actually, now that I think about it, I think it needs a little bit of the black to tie in as well. So I've got these enameled dots from the Vintage Christmas collection from My Mind's Eye, and I think I'm going to add a couple of these in here as well. On top of that snowflake, and then one there. Okay, so I'm going to call it at that, and that's our card for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.